I'm gonna spend some time learning how to build chords. There are a few steps that I go over with my students. The first step is balancing of the hand. So let's take the C chord for example. For the C chord, when I want to balance my hand, I want to start with my weakest finger, and my weakest finger is my pinky, then my third, then my second, then my first. So when starting with C, I want to start with my weakest, which will be my third. So I'll put third on the middle of the fret of the third fret of the fifth string, then second finger, then first finger. Once I'm able to hear the notes clear, then I go to my step 2. Step 2 is that I'm going to try to keep the shape. So I'm trying to keep the shape as I pop up. So I'm keeping the shape. Then I go back down. It requires discipline because the first thing your hand's going to want to do is going to want to expand. So keep in mind, keep the shape and pop up. And remember, if your fingers expand, you have to go back to step 1. Start with your weakest, then second, then first. Position yourself, hear the chord, then try to pop up, keeping the shape. And they're all going down as what we call a block chord, meaning all fingers go down together. Our step 3 is keeping the shape, or understanding how to do the shape away from the instrument. So I'm just trying to learn how to do the shape or understanding the distance of my fingers for each chord. So this is the shape for C. So when I bring it to the guitar, I just go straight down. So step 3 is understanding how my fingers should shape for each specific chord. For my last step, we want to get used to transitioning from one chord to another. So me going from a C as a block chord and then going to G as a block chord. Shifting as a block chord, going to C, then going to G as a block chord. Keep in mind as you're doing these steps to avoid what we call sequential, meaning one finger at a time. So don't do one finger at a time. Step 4 should only happen if you have learned more than one chord. Step 4 means you're able to create a block chord and go down to C and a block chord from G. If you haven't learned G, you must spend the same amount of time. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Do not skip all the way to step 4. We want to avoid sequential placing. We don't want to do sequential placing.